throw to West Ham. Andy May, who was a teammate of his manager, Mick McCarthy, in their days at Manchester City. Now, referee having a word with Billy Bonds. Maybe Billy has been told to sit in the dugout, I would think.
Really important decision, that.
One of those days, Billy. Free kick to Millwall, or is it a throw? It's a throw. I think what it may be is they may have had too many people on the bench, and Martin Allen's now, because he's suspended and not playing, has had to leave. Keane gets it away towards Paris. Paris now in for Holmes. He's got Robson away on the far side. Forces the way through to Kenny Brown, a long cross by him, and Keller beating the challenger breaker. I think Holmes it is who's limping pretty badly on the far side. But there it is, he's prepared to run it off. Up goes Morley, beaten there by Potts. Paris losing it to Jamie Morley. Got Byrne up alongside him, Barber and Malcolm Allen just behind him. It might come for Malcolm Allen. Not there, come for Barber. It's 2-0. Minutes gone. Millwall gets some breathing space, and certainly their performance in the opening 10 minutes of this second half has suggested that a second goal might be on the cards.
Malcolm Allen did quite well. Alvin Martin made a bit of a lunge. Malcolm managed to get a little bit of the run. The boy's done well there. He gets his shot, it's blocked, and Phil Barber following up finishes well and keeps the ball nice and low. Well, certainly Millwall start the second half as if they mean business, and they've got a deserved goal.
Holmes, Barber bringing it away. Paris, Keane. Breaker for Keane, Paris, Cooper getting it back. To John Byrne, clipped in neatly for Malcolm Allen, but a West Ham player should get this. Brown getting it up to Morley, into Paris. Now for Robson. Morley's waiting in the middle. They get a corner though. Trying to make something of that. Holmes having it charged down by Cooper. Here's Byrne. Potts for West Ham. Brown. to Clive Allen. Morley working really hard. Paris knocking it in again. Keller will get there. Does seem to be a lack of firepower about West Ham this afternoon, Dave.
Yeah, they don't seem to be causing that many problems. Keith Stevens and Colin Cooper seem to have that in control. I think there is spaces down the side of the centre halves, but they don't seem to have the legs to be able to get in there at the moment, West Ham.
Andy May getting it away.
I think that second goal's certainly knocked the stuffing out of them, and they're looking now as if they need a bit of luck to get a goal to get back in it. If anybody looks like adding to it, it'll be Millwall.
So I was saying at the start, most of West Ham's goals this season have come from Morley or from Clive Allen. Let's look at this first. Alex Ray playing it in for Morley. And you worry a little bit when the bulk of the scoring just comes from two. I think I'm right in saying, as far as Millwall are concerned, only Ian Dawes and John Byrne, who's only just joined them, have failed to get on the score sheet this season from the outfield players. So the goals have been spread nicely around, and West Ham relying more or less on a couple of...
That's right. I think you need all your players in any team to be scoring goals at some stage for you. Obviously, there's going to be one or two who get the large proportion, but if you're relying on one or two players, it can be somewhat dangerous, really.
Back with Keller. Cunningham just dipping it in there. Kenny Brown, did that cross over? Not for the corner, but for a throw for West Ham. Quarter of an hour of the second half gone. And Millwall leading by 2 goals to 0. Malcolm Allen from the penalty spots and Phil Barr. Dawes in for Allen. Room here for May. Long-range shots. Not an easy one for the keeper, that bounced awkwardly in front of him, and a little bit of grease on this surface. Holmes. Up towards Brown. Cut out again by Cooper. Barber playing it the Doors. Byrne. Playing like a side that's strung a few results together at the moment, aren't they, Millwall?
That second goal has obviously given them great confidence, and they can sense that they can win the game now, and all of a sudden the players have lifted themselves another 20%, and they're comfortable on the ball and they want to play, whereas West Ham have gone down 20%. Allen again. Morley. If it had been a better pass, Keane was in an interesting position down this right flank, but it's cut out again by this confident Millwall outfit. Stevens. And again. Well, Mick McCarthy has just agreed a new and improved contract at Millwall, which certainly ties him more securely to this club. Cunningham away. Byrne, a little touch. Holmes turning well on Byrne. Gets it for Kenny Brown. Trying to string something together now. Paris, but again Cooper there, very positive, gets out quickly, finds Barber, finds Byrne. Morley's away on the right for Millwall, and plenty of blue shirts are storming through that middle, cut out well by Holmes.
Paris. Space for Robson on the far side. He's got to find a way past Morley first. Has managed to do that. And gets a corner. Like you were saying earlier on, there's some good little bits of individual skills on both sides, aren't there?
Yeah, certainly some of the players have all shown some good technical ability and some skill. And that's been quite good. And obviously Millwall have shown a greater team situation in the second half.
Goal kick.
Young Morley's down holding his leg, whether he's got a strain. But I'd like to see Robson take a few more people on like he did in that particular moment. He seems to have been floating about in various other positions and not able to get wide to actually attack the fullbacks.
He's had a terrific run, this young man. 4 goals in the last 5 games. He came as a make weight when Chris Armstrong went for £1.5 million from here to Crystal Palace. And Mick McCarthy will tell you this is down to Ian Evans, who of course was at Crystal Palace and knew the youngster here, and he said, well, if we have to have a make weight, the one I'd really like us to get is Jamie Morley. And Mick was generous enough to say, well, that's down to Ian Evans. And indeed the youngster really has taken to this very well, this first team football.
Well, it's a bonus for them in that team's part of the deal with Chris Armstrong, as you say. They possibly didn't expect him to come in so early, and Ian Evans obviously knew his business, having worked at Palace. And in any football management, it's not just the manager that makes the decisions. If he's got the right lieutenants around him, it helps.
Cooper. Another Millwall player down. It's Andy May. Gray. Might be thinking of taking Morley off, and if they do, I would have thought it's probably Dolby who'd come on. Although Goodman, of course, is a front man. 2 strikers could come on. Offside against Byrne. So Tony Dolby, an 18-year-old from Greenwich, coming on for Jamie Morley. Potts with the free kick for West Ham. Hit towards Alvin Martin. Knocked away by Andy May. Barber. Nicely there for Dawes. Dolby inside. It's his first touch. Plays it to Dawes again now for Malcolm Allen. Good defending by Kenny Brown, but a lovely build-up again by Millwall. Whatever it was that Mick McCarthy said to them at half-time, those words really hit home. Looked a much better proposition in this second half of Millwall, leading here by 2 goals to 0. Holmes getting it back to Mikloska. Stevens knocked away again by Brown. Halfway through the second half now. 2-0 to Millwall.
And West Ham can't complain. Millwall controlling the second half and deservedly are in front. I mean, what's disappointing from West Ham's point of view, they've got no crosses in. Keane and Robson are playing wide for them. They're playing 2 wide men, and you can count on one hand how many crosses they've got. You can understand with Millwall that they need to get their fullbacks forward to give them a bit of width, or the front players, but they're certainly more positive in everything they've done, particularly in the second half.
But they're going to bring Simon Clark on now, very shortly at any rate. Andy May. It's a throw to West Ham. Breaker with it. Allen. Breaker towards Morley. Holmes having it charged down by a quick intervention there from Alex Ray. And a free kick to West Ham on the edge of the Millwall penalty area.
This could be a vital time. If West Ham can score now, then it sets it up that they've got a chance to get back in the game. At the moment, they don't look like they're going to get back in the game, and this might be their best chance.
Clive Allen's behind this. Matty Holmes is behind it. Trevor Moore is wanting a say in it. It's as though Clive Allen might be favourite. Oh, great save. Excellent save by Keller.
A very good strike and an excellent save.
I suppose goalkeepers would say it came at the right sort of height, but he had only seen it late coming through that wall or past the wall, and the young American was across there like a flash. Here's West Ham's corner. Alvin Martin trying to get in there. Bit of pushing and shoving, and in the end it's the right boot of Ian Dawes that gets it away for Millwall. Paris being challenged by Byrne. West Ham get the throw. Martin spending much more of his time in forward positions now. Ball out of play, a throw to Millwall. Watts. Brown, Robson, done well, just kept it in play. Can Morley finish it off? No. Millwall lining up to get that one away. Dolby struggling away the challenger breaker, finding Malcolm Allen. Dolby taking it on again. Good, rather Barber in a lot of space in the middle. A goal kick.
A good break by Millwall there. The boy Dolby will be a bit disappointed. It wasn't a very good cross, and also he was able to play Phil Barber in, who had taken up an excellent position.
It's Robson. To Allen, who we think might be the favourite to come off, actually, Clive Allen. 11 is either Clive Allen or Kevin Keane who are coming off.
I think there's a fair chance as Kevin Keane. He's been totally ineffective today, actually. He's been played very well early season, but today he hasn't figured at all.
Well, he's coming off. Simon Clark, 20-year-old, who's had the odd substitute appearance before for West Ham.